Alright, fam. We're here. This is the top 4 of the Vintage Challenge, playing Karn, Paradoxical Outcome. Our starting hand is pretty bad. I'm very much likely to ship this back. Ooh. Are you going to be at RSG tomorrow? I need to borrow Tron first. Let me play this match, then we'll figure it out. Yeah, Stockholm is unfortunately modern. This hand is, like, not very good. It doesn't actually do anything. There's a bunch of... I'm like... If he shops on the play, I think this hand's, like, so bad. I think I'm putting this hand back. This hand's not that much better, but at least it has a turn 1 Karn. I'm not flying to Europe to play the GP. I just happen to use the GP as an excuse to fly to Europe. Oh, it is shops. And his first spell is... Inspector. It resolves. Jet? Oh no, not a sphere. Not like this. Not like this. Not a sphere. I didn't deserve this. Well, my other hand was pretty bad against that too, so... Man, we're dead. Not dead yet, but we're like pretty far behind. Ooh. Our first hand would have been able to counter that, but then we're stuck on just a seat and a preordain. That's going to be really hard to beat, too. That's not helping either. Gosh, it's so brutal. We're just dead. We're so dead. We so dead. Not quite sure how we get out of this one. Yeah, we are just dead. We're not playing a Hercules in the main deck of this version. It was wrong. It was definitely wrong. Alright? It was a mistake. I cut the Merchant Scroll package, so I cut the main deck Hercules. And it was 100%, 1000% wrong, never do it. But now we know, and now I'll never do it again. Man, Shops is so brutal. Yeah. I like one Snapcaster in PO. I think it's like more than reasonable. I don't know about Fragmentize. I'm kind of off that card. Pretty hard to cast. I definitely like one Snapcaster. 3, 7, 9, 11. He could sack, and he can't get high enough. Well, we can act like we have a searchable. Repeal into the nuts. It does not even sound close to good enough. Repeal's so bad against Sphere. Like, it's actually just really bad against Sphere. Alright. I'm good. I don't want to see anymore. Alright, we got... On the play, we got sideboard. We're going to keep Blightsteel in, I think, this time. I think it might be right to have 2 Deluges against a Chief of the Foundry version. Maybe Sphinx is actually better than Blightsteel versus the Chief of the Foundry version. I'm, like, not convinced that's the case, but I'm willing to try again, I think. Alright, this goes, these go, this goes, Bobble goes, Thoughtcast goes, keep repeal, we have extra lands, Hercules, Toxic Deluge. We got our blue count pretty low by doing that. A little worried about that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we had cards that actually did anything. Yeah, we probably needed to hit Repeal into Ancestral into 3 very good cards. That's gonna be your thing? That sounds like a great time. I definitely don't hate it. We're gonna run with this and see how it goes. I think, I don't know, this guy's got Chief of the Foundry, so I'm kind of in on 2 Deluges and like more in on Sphinx than I was against against. Yeah, dude, that's lit. I'm probably gonna try it. I don't know. I haven't tried that one yet. I really like these Karns. They weren't good enough there, but if that hand was on the play, the Karns would certainly have been good enough. I would have had 3 artifacts right away. I think I probably win that game on the play, which is just the problem with how these shops matchups go. I win on the play and I lose the game on the draw. Like, it's just how it is. My second hand's good on the play. It's got turn 1 Karn into a dude. Alright, I'm on the play. I have Force Met. Yeah, this is fine. Keep. It's a little weird to cast Probe here, but I think I'm going to. We're not really casting Thoughtcast very soon, so I think it's fine to just take a look what he's going on, figure out what our best line is, and get a different card in my hand. We are going to just have to counter a Null Rod or a Trinisphere, so... Well, I'm going to lead with... I'll get this Mana Vault out there. So he'll probably go Trinisphere, I would assume. Boom, Jet, Trinisphere. Boom, Jet, Pearl, Trinisphere. And then he'll Null Rod next. Yeah, I currently do not have a White Source Fermenter. That is accurate analysis. Our hand's not great. Like, I'm not super happy about our hand, but I don't think this is a mulligan, so I'm not going to mulligan it. It's possible. Maybe it is a mulligan. Looks like he's going to go for Trinisphere, which I will counter because I have to. Trinisphere is so lame. Yeah, of course I'm gonna get fucked. Like, anything about that? Thoughtcast costs 3, so we're not gonna do that. All right, our best draw is very, very much like Pearl, Opal, or Fetchland, or Pondra. Our best draw by a lot. Our next best draw is Karn's pretty medium. Karn might be fine. We just need something good, some action. Alright. That's a good one. Called shots. So we're gonna get Null Rotted, and we're gonna have 2. We're not gonna be able to cast. We will be able to cast Hercules, so this is fine. So we will put EO, Thoughtcast Hercules. Next turn we'll end up turn Hercules away and get back our and then we'll cast Thoughtcast. Yeah, that's fine. As long as we don't get wastelanded, this is fine. It's a little rough for him to play Null Rod too. All he has is a tome. Looks like we're not gonna be able to swing next turn though. But we drew a sphere. Alright, we're dead. Not dead, but we're that's like the worst possible thing for him to have drawn for. Well, I guess he doesn't have Null Rod yet. So that's not the worst thing. I was thinking about Null Rod already being in play. So we're gonna have to Hercules. Hercules is not gonna do anything though, so we should just probably Thoughtcast. Because if we wait and then he plays Null Rod and then passes over after we floated mana, we bounce him back to his hand and he just replays all of them. So Hercules actually doesn't do anything. Even though Hercules is going to get locked out by this Null Rod. We just want to Thoughtcast so we can get him with Mentor and try to get through the top of our library. So we're going to do that. Oh, that costs one more because of Sphere. We can't do that. I mean, we can Hercules him right now. It's not very good. Guess we're going to Hercules him on his. This is like really bad for us. We Hercules him later. I guess we can go to combat and we can let him activate and then we'll Hercules him. I don't know if we're attacking with both guys. Hercules in our attack is like we get him off one mana. He goes Tomb, Pearl Jet, Null Rod, Sphere, and then I guess maybe that's fine for us. Yeah, this is like fine. This thing's gonna get bounced no matter what, so I'll just do 3 blockers, get in the most damage. Oh, I didn't need to use my extra mana. Oh, wait, I didn't use extra mana. He has extra mana. Okay, so that goes back to his hand. I guess it's going to take a lot of damage for him to play these ancient things off Ancient Tomb, so that's pretty good for us. And he won't be able to block this turn, so we'll get 4 more damage in. So if he does this, he takes... No, he will be able to block. Yeah, that's my problem. No, not me. The problem is that he just doesn't do anything on his turn. Is where we're at. He drew a Crypt. That might kill him. So I'm okay with. He drew a Ravager. What is happening? I don't know if he's supposed to play that Crypt. I mean, we know his hand is Sphere, Tomb, Null Rod, so he plays... Is he gonna play Null Rod Sphere and, like, take 2? And oh, he's gonna eat his Tomb to his Ravager first. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. He's gonna eat his whole board and leave himself with a 4/4 Ravager. And then play Null Rod Sphere. Okay. We might just die to our Mana Vault. I guess we can... Can't really... this is really bad for us. We have PO on top, and we take 1, and we can't cast anything, and we pass. We have to draw out of this, though. We're in the position that we have to draw out. Because he can attack with Ravager, and if we block with all, he just puts it onto his factory. And we're in deep shit. Yeah, I can't ever block this. So his line's pretty good. It's winning him the game right now. Certainly winning him the game right now. I can't attack with Mentor because he's got a factory. Stands that up, makes it a 3. Oh, it can't pump because it's not a 3-3. You're right, you're right, you're right. What's he gonna play? Is this a Ballista? Oh, he certainly got punished for playing his Null Rod here. I do need to draw. I don't really know that there's that much I can draw that are good here, though. It's not a bad draw. I really need to draw Academy, huh? He can block. He can stand up. This is an 8-power swing. I'm always in negative Nancy, though. I've been playing Magic for far too long today. He blocks. He takes 5. He has to block. This is lethal. So he blocks, and I can't die. Is this a deterministic win? Am I just not seeing this deterministic win, Fingrish? I might not be seeing what you're seeing. Oh, I guess he has Ancient Tombs. So he can't activate anymore, so he does die. Okay. Run it back. I need water. I need water. I need water. What's he supposed to do? Just not cast no run? Hey man, good luck with your race. Jarvis, clap. This hand's bad. Hand's not good. We're gonna have to mulligan this one away. This hand's not a great, but I definitely will keep it. This stupid Sphinx. I mean, I guess it's even worse if it was a Blightsteel. I guess we're like 1 mana away from casting it, right? I wish I could just demonic for something, but none of the demonic targets are very good either, right? Oh, nice. I could keep Tinker, and then I could cast, if he plays no spheres, I could cast. I could go for a Vault Key here, but that's pretty bad, I think. I guess I can go for maybe like a brainstorm. I don't think I have brainstorm in my deck. Hold on. No, brainstorm's not in my deck. So there will be no brainstorming. I don't have brainstorm though. I can tinker for time vault and demonic for key, but then I don't have. I can tinker, demonic, key for time vault, play key. If he has nothing, I can vault key him on turn 2. That's kind of loose though. I can demonic. Will is no longer in my deck either. I'm sideboarding out what this deck has no fetches, and I'm siding out 1 mana cantrips. He has to have no Null Rod and no Sphere on his Molda 6 for that series to work. I think it's bad. I'm gonna bottom. I think that there are too many cards in his deck that he plays on turn 1 that would make that bad. Well, his hand is like, yeah. See that hand just was, we were just gonna lose to that. So I don't know. I don't think that line is like remotely playable. So well, we're gonna play out our Black Lotus for sure. And then we're gonna hope that we can play a Karn next turn, maybe? We can't really tutor for anything good. We can tutor for Academy, but we're gonna get Wastelanded. We're getting Wastelanded. If we get Null Rotted and Wastelanded, we're pretty bad shape. We can Demonic for... We're in really bad shape here. I'm gonna pass. I think keeping Tinker is just a unreasonably risky thing that could easily lose us the game, so that's why I didn't do it. And I think I would not do it again. So I think you keep Tinker very easily if you don't have your Tinker target in your hand. Well, we didn't get Wastelanded, so that's really good for us. I mean, that's pretty good with our Mana Vault. So we can play Mana Vault, and we can play Key, and we can go and key our Mana Vault and make a Karn token. We use 2 mana to play Vault. We use 2 mana to play Key. We tap Vault for 3, Key to 2, up to 5, make a Karn token that is a 3/3. Then he wastelands our Underground Sea, and we have no mana to keep doing Vault Key. Alternatively, we can tap to play a Mana Vault, use our 4 mana, play a Karn, make a 1/1, a 2/2. That's not very good either. Alright, we're gonna go in on Karn. Play a Mana Vault. Go to 2 mana. Play a Key. Untap. Play a Karn. Make a construct. Okay, we're in a place. He doesn't have any more land, so it does hurt him to wasteland our sea as well, so... I mean, I think he probably should, but it might not be good enough. We have a 3/3 and he has a 2/3. I think this is like the best line we had that turn. I don't like any of my other lines. He can't really waste us too profitably, and because this thing is a 2/3 and this is a 3/3, we're in a pretty good spot, I think. Next turn we get to make another construct, or we can plus and keep out of ballista range, which might be better. It might also get us land drops, which, I mean, it will eventually get us a land drop. But we probably will plus once, maybe. Depends on what he plays this turn. He's going to tap his Wasteland for a Mana Crypt. That's pretty good. And he's going to tap for 4 mana and play a Ballista on 2, probably. Ballista on 2. Is he going to attack Karn? Attacking Karn is fine. It is not attacking Karn. And he did not waste us, so we have mana to use this turn. But I don't want to use my colorless my colored mana yet, for sure. I drew a Force of Will. I will need mana to be able to play Force of Will. So we can definitely plus our Karn here. Unfortunately, that Ballista's a 3/3 and only is going to get bigger. We can play another construct, then our constructs are 4/4s. But then he just gets to shoot our Karn, and it's pretty bad. If he doesn't, if we plus the 4, and then we get to block, I mean, we can't really block Ballista because it'll go to a 4/4 unless we draw a 0 off of our Karn. I think we have to plus our Karn, but it's not very good for us. We need to hit land and Mox or something like that. Or 2 lands or 2 Mox. I think I'm gonna plus though. This could be wrong. I'll have to go back and look later and think about it more. But I'd be wasting too much clock already. My 2 revealed cards were Force of Will, Seat. I assume he's gonna give us Force of Will, but it depends on what his cards are in hand. I would love Seat. I did not get Seat. So we're probably gonna chump for our Karn. I really want that Seat. We're passing no matter what anyways, so. The big unfortunate thing here is that Force of Will does cost the mana. This is a really interesting game. This is a really interesting game. I've been really liking Karn, Matt. I think it's been very, very good all day. It's been good in every matchup that I've played. I haven't played any Dredge or Storm where it's not good, but. Thanks, man. It's fine against Dredge? Okay. Problem is D-Tutor costs 3, Time Vault costs 3, and Activating costs 1, so. It feels so close. Alright, we're like 100% throwing our construct in front of this Walking Ballista. He can pay 4 mana to pump if he wants. I need to get that Seat out from underneath there, I think. I just can't let Karn die here, I don't think. So I'm gonna block, and he'll pump, and then he'll Wasteland, probably. That locks him in on not playing anything this turn, which maybe is bad for me, but it doesn't mean that I get to untap my vault, and it means I get to get my Seat. So I think it's fine. I just gotta make sure I don't click through anything here. I guess it doesn't. I guess he's gonna kill my Karn no matter what. So I need to start looking for a vault key line, basically. Oh, he can't kill it until... I mean, he'll kill it next turn. I did draw a land, though. What does that mean for me? So I could plus my Karn again, I guess. That doesn't really do that much. I can demonic and untap my vaults and then have vault key next turn. And it's going to be really hard for him to stop me unless he has a null rod. Alright, I think I'm in on that. Oh, I don't have another Underground Sea in my deck. Holy crap, there's no more Underground Seas in my deck. Oh no, that's so bad. Oh no, that's so bad. Oh no, there's no more seas in my deck. We have to cast Ponder here. Oh, that's so bad. This deck is so bad. Are these cards good enough? I get to keep hitting land drops, but I don't get to do anything with my land drops. These are not very good. We're gonna ship these back. Pearl's a good draw. Pearl's a good draw. I think we have to make a Karn struct. This Karn struct's a 5/5. Alright, we got a Karn struct coming. Holy moly. No, there's only one C in this deck? Who built this deck? It's a 4/4 construct? I can't math, dude. Karn's colorless, dude. It's so close. Alright, well, Karn's dead. That's unfortunate. I don't think I'm plussing Karn, and I'm definitely not minusing to get a seat, so I guess it doesn't really matter. If he was an artifact planeswalker, he'd just actually be broken, so... Oh, we need to draw really well. We just need to draw Time Vault. We don't have to draw really well. I assume I'm pitching the Sphinx to my Force of Will. I guess he's locked out of doing things again for a turn. There are no black sources. I mean, there are opals and there are jets. Jet. Just opal and jet. There are no more black land sources, unfortunately. Yeah. There's jet and opal. Those are both pretty good draws. Karn's a good... So, our best draws are opal, jet, Karn. We got some good draws. I don't think we're dead, and he certainly isn't super far ahead, so... Alright, well, we have to counter this thing. I think I'm pitching the Sphinx. Gives us another blue card out on top. No, we're countering this. I don't think we're letting this resolve. We're trying to win with Vault Key. I guess, wait, can we almost cast this? 1, 4 active. No, we need a black source. Again, we need a black source. So we're never casting this. So we're just pitching it. All right. We can't do that because we don't have a black source. So we're never casting. We were pretty close to hitting it because yeah, if we get a black source, we're just gonna cast DT. So this means that he can't attack Karn this turn, right? He just has 2 Revokers? What the fuck? I hate shops so much. Named Mana Vault? Oh boy. Well, we now have far less good draws in our deck. I guess Jet is still our best draw. God, that would be such a good draw if we just didn't have our Mana Vault revoked. This is really frustrating. Yeah, this is for the match, unfortunately. As MTG Bot will definitely tell you, this is 100% for the match. Really sad. Really sad. We can still draw out of this. We can still draw out of this. A Tolarian Academy is a very good draw. An Opal and a Jet are okay draws. Ancestral's an okay draw. Why the hell would I attack? I don't know why I would do that. That really limits my good draws. It's not free. It cost me 8 life. You're nuts. This costs 3. I hate this game. Ugh. Oh. Yeah, I guess we could have untapped. Well, didn't he have blockers? I don't want this to die. It's not actually free. I guess he could block with both of these and it's fine for me. That's not good for me. I don't want him to block with Chief and Ballista, right? I guess that's fine for me. Yeah, I guess maybe attack was correct. I'm warming up to it. This dude, like, just draws like a nightmare. I can't ever beat his draws. He has taken only 1 crypt flip. I'm just not gonna beat hands like that. Whatever. Happens. It's 2 Revokers was like just the nail in the coffin there, unfortunately. We can still draw Tolarian and Moxen, especially Black Moxen, not Red Moxen. Yeah, well, if my deck was built correctly, if we had another UC and we had a Hercules recall in the main, like, we definitely should have built our deck better, but I built like a gimmicky Erayo Karn build, and it's just really bad, unfortunately. For us, like, I got very punished for the way I constructed my deck today. The deck, like, unfortunately for people who aren't following, like, they're gonna see this deck in the top 4 and be like, oh, these cards are good, and they're just not. Like, the cards I chose today are just bad. Like, the problem is that PO Shell, the 46 cards of the PO Shell, are so incredibly broken that it doesn't matter what kind of stupid cards you play in your other 14 slots. It doesn't matter. So, like, what it does matter is it matters in the way that instead of a finals finish or a top 2 or a win, I'm gonna get a top 4 because of how I built my deck instead of a top, you know. See? P9 is just going to win the tournament because he built his deck correctly. Whereas I am just going to top 4 because I chose to build my deck incorrectly. But we still finished top 4 and top 2, so you know, maybe it's not the worst thing. So next turn we get to keep building our construct up. As long as he hasn't top deck another Sphere of Resistance, which I don't put past him in any way. Is it time to attack? Is this a bait? Is this a bait? Do I get to block here? This has got to be a bait. He has to have another Revoker, right? He has to have drawn his third Revoker. Whatever, I'm snap blocking. I don't give a shit. This is my way to win the game. If he's got his third Revoker, he's got his third Revoker. Whatever. Oh, I mean, sure, why not? Like, that seems reasonable. He drew really well this game. If I had another stinking blue card in my hand, ugh. I need to rip exactly Academy now. This is not the time for Mox Opals, man. Mox Opal was so good 2 turns earlier. Man. Shops is so frustrating. Really frustrating. Oh well. It was a good run. I guess this is like an 8. He has another factory too. Yeah, I mean, okay. That's the perfect land to draw. We're dead. What if we had Hercule's Recall there? Like, what if he, like, I don't think that attack is so weird. Like, if we just get our Mana Vault, cast Hercule's Recall, like, I think that was so greedy, but whatever. So it is. Top 4, not bad, not bad. Gotta think about what we learned from today. Definitely play 1 Hercules in the main. That's a non-negotiable. And I liked Karn, so I might play some Karns on the board. Good luck to Power 9, please. No. We should be playing 3 UCs. The problem is we're playing a Seat of the Cyanod deck. Oh yeah, good luck to Power 9. Please bring home the PO victory. Thanks, man. It was a good day. It was a good day. So the problem with this deck is that it's playing Seat of the Cyanod, which is bad, and it's playing Erayo, which is bad, and it shouldn't be playing these magic cards. It should be playing, I don't know, these magic cards. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate everyone who came today. If this is your first time, we stream vintage challenges mostly, so if I'm home on a Saturday and I'm not playing a PPTQ or a Grand Prix, I will stream the vintage challenge with probably a Paradoxical Outcome deck. Feel free to follow the stream. You can check out Twitter or YouTube below. I do re-upload every game I play onto YouTube, so you can go and watch any match you'd like in case you miss a challenge. Like I said before, I really appreciate everyone. This is obviously the most viewers I've ever had, and so I definitely appreciate everyone stopping by. It was definitely a great run. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to talk a little bit more about building PO, just because that's what I like to do after every stream, and figure out what we learned from the fringe cards that we played in this tournament, and how they reflect what you probably should be playing in your PO deck going into the future. So this is a shell like this is what I think your PO deck should look like. This is what I call Euro PO. It's Andreas Peterson's and the European Snap Cardster guys PO list. I mean, this is obviously, you know, a flex card, but the problem with this kind of PO list is that you are already so weak against Stony Silence that these seats make you even more weak against Stony Silence. Hey, Tim. And you get run into situations where you don't have a second underground seed to go get for your Demonic Tutor. And normally, I don't think that's an issue in this deck, because when we're boarded like that, you only have one black card and one white card, and I think one UC, one Tundra with 3 opals is fine. It just so happened that it was one of those very narrow situations where we didn't have any opal, and we couldn't, and he had already wastelanded our underground sea, which made it so obviously we couldn't cast our Demonic Tutor, which would have very easily won the game. For anyone watching and building PO, do not play this card. I know I won the Mana Drain Open with this card in my deck, and I top 4'd here, this card in my deck. This card is not good. This card just does not do enough for you. I played against Dr. Worm today, and we were playing a PO mirror, and I flipped an Erayo, and it like was okay versus him, and then he flipped an Erayo versus me, and it actually did nothing. It countered a Mishra's Bauble, and then I PO'd off anyways. So don't play this card. Karn is interesting. I was very impressed with Karn today, and he clearly gets worse when you don't have seats and you don't have some extra artifacts in your deck. But I was very impressed with what he was doing, so I think it's worthwhile to maybe try a Karn in the sideboard of this style deck, maybe, and see how good it is against like Pyroblast decks and decks you need to grind out. And I definitely think it was very good against shops. You can brick wall shops with a very large construct for a couple turns while you get your land dropped and you stabilize and you figure out how you have an avenue to victory. So take my advice, don't play Seat of the Cyanod Thoughtcast PO. As much as I like it, and I think it's just a great time, we're going to be looking at, in the next few weeks before Eternal Weekend, obviously we have a couple months before Eternal Weekend, I'm going to be testing different Paradoxical Brews and seeing what sticks. Obviously I think this is your baseline, but I have been experimenting with different Pyroblast, Dak Faden, Remora style decks where you're a bit more controlling, but you're still a PO deck at heart. This might need like to have 2 opals, but you playing a more control-oriented style where you have these anti-combo controlling cards, and you have Dak Faden, which is I think just one of the most powerful cards you can be playing in Vintage. And so this is like something I'm going to be experimenting with in the future. I'm also going to be experimenting, this doesn't have any cards in it right now, but I'm going to be experimenting with some Sylvan libraries and trying to play maybe a Temur Splashing Mentor or some kind of red-green, red-blue style PO deck where your flex slots are to grind out other decks are Sylvan Library. I'm not sure how good that is, but maybe like Sylvan Library and Ancient Grudge is something we're going to try in the future. And then if for some reason Magic Online decides they want to do coding and they put Yuriko, the commander, in, I will definitely be trying some spicy Yuriko Ninja monstrosity, and we'll see what that looks like from Eternal Weekend as well. So that's going to be it for me. Thanks for everyone who stuck around. But yeah. Have a good weekend, guys. Peace out.